Some of you were here on Sunday, and you know I was talking in my sermon about masks because of the masked Mardi Gras party that we had on Friday evening, getting ready for Lent, and talking about how certainly part of our Christian faith is wanting to take off the masks, to be free, to be our true selves, and to get rid of all the things that are imposed on us unnecessarily. Freedom. Well, in a moment, in just a few minutes, I'm going to impose some ashes on your forehead. And that's actually the word. We talk about the imposition of the ashes on your forehead on Ash Wednesday. And you might be feeling, well, hang on, how do I make sense of this? I'm here to be myself. I'm here to be a free person, freed by the Lord. And here is the church, here's Father Stephen, putting on another mask that's going to get in the way of my true self and the meaning of Lent, possibly. I'm feeling as if something is being imposed on me. It's possible to think like that. Well, just a different image came to mind to make sense of this. I'm picturing, you know, when you're in a room where the window is frosted with the cold, or it's cold outside and you're in a warm room and the window is steamed up. And if you're a child, or sometimes if you're an adult, you will go and start drawing pictures on the window with your hands, yeah? Writing words, making shapes, or just smudging away the frost and the steam to make a mark. But what is the mark? The mark is so that you can see through the window to the reality that is there behind. And just, this is almost like a thought experiment, but just to imagine that as I mark your foreheads with the ashes, instead of putting something onto you, that myself, the Lord, in fact, is actually revealing something deep within you, like the child taking away the frost on the window to see through to the depths. And what is the Lord revealing through this cross? Well, it's obvious. First of all, the ashes. He's revealing that we are ash. Our lives are made of the dust of the earth. And just for us to realise that we forget so easily that our life is a gift. We take life for granted. We take faith for granted. We take all the gifts God has given us for granted. And on this day of Ash Wednesday, the symbol of ashes is not a negative symbol. It's a reminder that our life is a gift. And it might not have been. And it makes us react in so many different ways. It makes us more grateful, hopefully, for the gift of life. It makes us want to use that gift better. It makes us sad and sorrowful and repentant for the times when we've misused the gift of life through sin or a lack of love. And it reminds us, the ashes, that this life that we have for such a short time, we will have to give back to the Lord at the end, one day. It might be a long number of years ahead of us. It might be very soon, we don't know. The gift of life that God has given to us, and the gift of life that we are giving back to Him each day through our love, and that we will give back to Him ultimately at the moment of our death. So it's sobering, but it gives us gratitude and thanksgiving and a real desire to live life to the full. But the other thing that is being revealed, of course, by the cross on our foreheads is the cross. Jesus is leaning down to us and saying, remember that you are marked with the cross, that you are made in my image. It's not that you ever existed apart from me, that we are made in the image of Jesus Christ, that we are God's beloved children, His sons and daughters, and that through baptism, through the gift of faith and baptism, we have come even closer to Christ, that our souls have been united with Him and He lives within us. that the Holy Trinity, the Father, the Son and the Holy Spirit, they dwell within our souls. And we don't just carry the mark of the cross on our foreheads, we carry the mark of the cross on our very souls. We are never separated from the love of Jesus Christ. And again, how quickly and easily we forget this. And the gift of Ash Wednesday, the gift of the cross, to remind us that we are Christ's and he is ours. So the cross revealing what is within. But is it just that? Well, I've said very spiritual things, and the fact is I'm going to sign you with the ashes, and you're going to walk out into the streets with the cross emblazoned on your foreheads. Now look, it's 9 o'clock in the evening, you've chosen the easy mass. If you came here at lunchtime, yes, you'd have to go out into the daylight and profess your faith in this way. We haven't got much of the day left. But you see the symbolism? Yeah? This is not showing off. This is not performing our good deeds in public. This is being willing, symbolically, to witness to our faith in Jesus Christ. And in fact, all of the Lenten practices that we've heard about today in the Gospel and for the next 40 days of Lent, prayer, fasting and almsgiving, they are not about doing deeds in public for the sake of being seen. They're about revealing the love of Jesus Christ in our lives and being prepared to live that in public. You've heard this phrase before of St. Paul, that we are sealed with the Holy Spirit. Sealed, marked. And actually it's a very technical meaning in the Greco-Roman world. To be sealed, it meant to be branded, like having a tattoo today. A slave or a soldier, they were branded to show that the slave belonged to its owner, that the soldier was completely committed to his work in the army and to the Roman Empire in this case. It was something that the soldier was willing to take on, and St. Paul not saying we are slaves in the sense that Christ has taken away our freedom, but we've received our freedom from him and we've willingly given it back to him so that we can live that freedom with and for him, completely, wholeheartedly, and that we're willing to express that. I mean, we don't see, thank God, brands today. We see a lot of tattoos. Before I came to Newman House, some of you know, on Sundays I was a priest at Wormwood Scrubs for the Sunday morning Mass, the local prison in West London. And let's just say there were quite a few tattoos there on a Sunday morning, and I was amazed at how many of them were Christian symbols. How many of these men had a crucifix on their forearm or on their hand? How many of them, interestingly, had a rosary, or one or two had Our Lady of Guadalupe tattooed onto their arms? Yeah. Now, I'm not recommending this to you, but I'm just saying, as a symbol, isn't it powerful that someone was willing to say, this is my faith, this is what it means to me, and I'm prepared to express that to others. And as I say, I'm not asking you to rush out to the tattoo parlour tomorrow morning on the second day of Lent, but I'm saying, are you willing to live your faith in Christ and to show that not by the marks on your body, but the way that you live your life and the way that you share your faith with others? That's what it means to be sealed with the Holy Spirit, to bear the mark of Jesus Christ on our bodies. The seal, the symbol, the brand, the tattoo, the ashes, they are symbols of something far, far deeper. That's what we celebrate today on Ash Wednesday. It's what we want to live for these days of Lent, so that when we come to the great celebrations of Holy Week and Easter, we can truly say that we belong to Jesus Christ and he belongs to us.